Brandun Lee, a name we haven't seen in the ring in a while, is coming back, and he's going to return to the ring at the O2 Arena Saturday, July 27th. So we'll see the return of Brandun Lee. Let's talk about him coming back. Brandun Lee is returning to the ring this Saturday, July 27th, and he's going to return on the undercard of Joyce versus Chisora, which will take place in Greenwich, the O2 Arena in the UK. Brandun has fought for PBC, and you've known him to be on ShoBox. He was a regular on that broadcast, and he has culminated with a record that has been very outstanding, but he has been off the scene. He's been missing for a while, and the 28-year-old Californian is ready to make a new splash in an area where people have not seen him and are unfamiliar. Brandun is an orthodox fighter who's 5'10", with a 71-inch reach, and he's competing in the super lightweight division, amassing a record of 28-0 with 23 KOs. Back in August of 2022, he had taken on Will Madeira, and in an exciting moment, he was dropped in the third round, making onlookers wonder, is Brandun a flash in the pan or not? He got up to go on to reclaim control of the fight, culminating with a unanimous decision in 10 rounds. And he had fought two more times after that, but with the collapse of what was happening with Showtime, Brandun was left, like a lot of the PBC fighters, without a home. So I understand that he's been looking for an opportunity to sign with someone that can promote him and allow eyes to be set upon him once again as he continues on with his career. This Saturday, he's facing Juan Anaconda, and in this fight, Anaconda is bringing a record of 11-0 in against. He's from Colombia and is thought to be a worthy opponent. Now, Brandun, like I said before, is 25 years of age. Anaconda is 20. But Brandun is very strong. His boxing style is that of a fighter. He's a puncher. He likes to crowd his opponents and get on top of them with a smothering physical style. When that fight against Madeira that saw him get dropped, he looked vulnerable because Madeira was able to get in a shot in between Brandun's shots and catch him clean. Anyone who doesn't have the experience can end up in a situation like that. We hope that with his time that he's taken away from the ring and without a promotional group, that he has worked on some skill sets to bring him to that next level. Not quite a contender, even with 28-0 record. He still needs to refine certain aspects of his game. And in a division that is heavy laden with talent, such as the super lightweight division, Brandun definitely has to be more than just a physical specimen in there. We saw the likes of Subriel Matias succumb to a fighter that no one had expected him to lose to in Liam Perro. And Perro boxed Matias in his hometown and took him apart systematically with tactics and boxing skill and a little bit of ring IQ. So Brandon is going to have to learn some things to be able to be successful in this division. And being 25 years of age, he's going to grow and possibly move up and possibly even become a welterweight. But again, he's surrounded by a lot of talent, and his style of fighting is crowd pleasing. Being signed to Frank Warren means that he's going to get the opportunity to be showcased, especially since Queensberry Promotion is now going for the matchups against Matchroom. That means more opportunities for Brandon on the horizon, and maybe appearances on some of the Saudi cards that they do. It's going to be an interesting ride for him, and he can be marketed properly with the proper promoter. I do believe that Frank Warren will look into his performance this coming Saturday and really consider him for future opportunities. I'm not so certain he may make the TV lights for this, but then again, he very well may. It's all up to Brandon and how he performs. His dad is working with him closely, and again, as Frank Warren goes about his business, he does put his fighters in competitive matches. And Frank, when he is behind you, he stands behind you 100%, whether you're doing well or you may be faltering. He doesn't throw his fighters under the bus, but he does expect his fighters to perform up to their abilities, and you can't blame him for that. So Brandon, take this opportunity by the horns and look to set yourself forward where people can lay eyes upon you. The future is in your hands. All he needs to do is to beat a name in the division, and then he'll break right into the top 10 of contention. It's that easy nowadays, especially with a strong promoter behind you. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about Brandon Lee, and what do you see in his future? Do you see him competing at super lightweight? Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.